don't know how many milligrams is in one puff. It makes no sense. Oh, far out. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Yasmin, and girls as well if you are tuning into this particular video. So if you've been following the past few videos, right, I've been having some issues with lethargy and I've been so super tired. Now, being a slow thyroid person, like I believe it was Hashimoto's, I'm no stranger to being tired, especially in the morning. I am on thyroxine for that, and every single blood test that I do, I'm a thyroid, which means like my levels are all normal once I'm taking my thyroxine. Earlier in the year, I had a problem with my cortisol, but that was because I got this random virus, and then they were giving me antibiotics and a drip and steroids and a drip, like 2 different kinds, and that like dropped down my cortisol and reduced it. But I've also been having a few other things. Like I have these severe allergies in my nose, like all the time. Like that's my nose permanently. I also grind my teeth in my sleep. So when I'm like clenching on my jaw in my sleep, because I'm such a deep sleeper, my sister has the same thing, and I believe like it's a genetic thing as well. Because I'm clenching and I wear like a mouth guard, nothing is 100%. So I breathe through my nose a lot rather than like through my mouth. If I breathe through my mouth, like honestly, I believe like this would all be problems solved kind of thing. And I've been like, when I upgraded my fitness watch, it has a pulse oximeter in there. So I've been noticing, unless I sleep with these doors wide open and I put like a steroid spray in my nose, or I'm on oral steroids, I'm not getting enough oxygen. The best is like when I'm taking the oral steroids, I get enough oxygen. Like my oxygen is fine. I wake up completely refreshed. But then keeping in mind also, I sleep with this open. In Australia currently it's winter, so sleeping with that open isn't like the most wise and sensible thing to do. And whenever I'm home, I'm keeping that now open, right? So I'm getting enough oxygen. So yesterday and the day before, oh my gosh, you guys, like I'm so tired. Like today I feel okay, but I also slept for 12 hours. I know, 12 hours. And then I was also found it really hard to get out of bed in the morning. Like this was after I've taken my thyroid med. And like living on caffeine is not ideal. I have 1 coffee a day, as long as it's one really good coffee, and I have that black with a dash of hot almond or hot macadamia, and of course in my teacup. But like, I'm just wanting to know why I am tired. Now, I'm just going to tell you like the tests that I'm doing right now. This is a vlog, so this is obviously like when I'm doing the tests, but also when I'm getting the results for these as well, and to the outcome of it as well. So these are the things that I have like going on in my mind. So the blood test that I'm doing on Wednesday morning, that is for an immunologist, and the immunologist will obviously see like it kind of like your immune system works to fight against allergies and sickness and stuff. So he's testing a few things, but I'm also testing my cortisol for him and my endocrinologist as well. So I have to test my thyroid, my cortisol, my immune cells to see like if they're overacting, and things obviously they're overacting because allergies is like similar to asthma. So if you have like overactive killer cells, it just means that they're fighting your allergy or whatever. So it's actually a really good thing, and it just means that your body works too well. Like it's working too well than not well enough. So, and actually this time when that thing is going around, that bug, the virus, it's actually working in my favor because my body will fight it more than someone who has a depleted immune system, right? So that's also how you can kind of get like a thyroid condition, is because your body has then attacked your thyroid when you've been sick or had like something wrong with you, and it's attacked like the cells to fight the virus or the illness that you have, but also attacking your thyroid. So that's how people, also a genetic disposition as well, gets a thyroid condition. So what I'm testing is those things. I'm also testing, I'm doing like a fasted steroid test. Now that fasted steroid test, I have to take a dexamethasone, 2 tablets of that at 11 p.m. with some food, because you need to take it with food. And then I go and do a fasted blood test, which is going to kill me because I can't even take my thyroxine, at 8 a.m. to go do that blood test. It's like the fasted dexamethasone test. It's going to actually kill me. I'm going to vlog for you when I'm doing that. The next thing I'm going to have to do is I need to get an ultrasound done of my breast implants. I know. So I have a girlfriend, and I caught up with her the other day, and she said that the only symptoms that she had, her breast implant rupture and the silicone had leaked, was that she had like chronic fatigue suddenly and brain fog and some headaches and stuff. So my implants are coming on 9 years in September, and I've had no issues with them at all. But considering that 9 in like an implant perspective is at the older end of the spectrum. Even last year when I went, I just had them physically checked, they're at 8 years, like on the older end of the spectrum, right? So it is wise now that I do get them checked. Like that's the smart thing to do. So that's the other thing that I need to do. The next steps from that will be either I go and see an ENT about what's going on up inside my nose. Like I don't really want to be on a steroid spray. And before you like suggest anything to me, yeah, I've done the whole, what's it, like the thing, the neti pot thing where you squirt, and I do that with saline, warm water and saline. I also have like a vaporizer with eucalyptus oil. Like I've done like steaming, I've done everything, you guys, like everything in that. And my next step will be surgery, like to go in and like what an ENT might suggest to me to do is like, you know, make my airways wider, right? Because I feel like I grind my teeth because I'm not getting enough oxygen and it's giving me crazy dreams, and I'm just like, it's like watching a movie with popcorn or something, right? Like it's all kind of connected. Someone, like a friend of mine, is like, you're just not switching off. You just need to relax. You're just not switching off. Well, like, I'm sorry, but I always listen to my meditation and my hypnosis. It's easier for you to say that, but I do actually relax at night. But you don't sleep the way I sleep, so don't tell me you need to switch off your mind either, because being a hippy dippy about all this is not fixing my problems, and I think I've already thought of that. So if you're watching this and you know who you are, don't say any of that. Okay, so is go in and like surgically like make my airways open, or like go and see a sleep specialist where they like hook me up to like machines and whatever and monitor me actually when I sleep, because I'm a single person. Like I don't sleep with other people, right? Like and if I did, like it's very rare, and they've never ever said to me, hey, you were snoring, or hey, like you were talking in your sleep, or you were like, they've never said anything to me like that, right? But I don't sleep with anybody regularly, like, or often enough that it's ever come up in conversation. So, but then they can also give me supplementary oxygen at night, like on a mask or something. So if you have something like decent that you're going to suggest to me, not just, you just need to switch off at night and rah, 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 please let me know in the comment section below. But if you'd like to follow the rest of my story and see the tests that I'm getting done and the outcomes of those, please continue to watch it to the rest of this video. Good morning, you guys. Okay, so today I am doing the first blood test. I am going to do, it's a cortisol and some other ones for the immune. Then tonight at 11 p.m. I need to take 2 steroids. And the 2 steroids I need to take obviously with a little bit of food. I'm just going to have a protein ball or something. And then I have to do the fasted steroid test tomorrow morning, like early. I'm also going to get a referral from my GP to see like a sleep specialist or like an ENT about my nose, the breathing, and also like an ultrasound to check my boobs. Because yeah, but anyway, it's early, my watch. And that's it for the day, so keep watching. Before a blood test, make sure you drink lots and lots of water. This is 1 liter here. So I got up, I took my 2 dexamethasone tablets at 11 p.m. with a couple of like protein balls, went back to bed, didn't bother filming it because like literally 11 p.m. I was like, I can't be bothered to do with this. Got up like, but I was wide awake, like from like about 3:30 a.m. I could not get back to sleep. I was like so alert, which is kind of typical from when I've ever had to take a steroid before. It like gives me insomnia. So I kind of feel okay, keeping in mind that I'm not even allowed to take my thyroid med right now. So I have the blood test at 8 a.m. I'm literally going to take my thyroid med straight away, because then I have to wait 2 hours before I can have like any coffee or any food or anything else. So 8, like 9, 10 o'clock, oh geez. And then at 9 a.m, literally across from that, I've got my breast implant ultrasound. So I'm going to be able to hopefully, like, they'll just tell me anyway there, like, you know, if it's fine or whatever, but I don't know if they would tell me, or then I have to go back to my GP to get the results. But anyway, guys, I have some fantastic news. My breast implants are looking a-okay. I tell you what, I was like really nervous when she was doing it, because I mean, they are coming up to 9 years old, and you know what, they can rupture. And let's just face it, within my former occupation, like, you know what I mean, like they have done a lot of workout, and sometimes I don't wear a bra, I'll be completely honest. You know what I mean, like I should be wearing a bra more often. And I was just kind of like, I guess it's like, you know, working out with my chest quite a lot, the pectoral muscles like do clench down. So relieved. You have no idea, you guys, how relieved I am to know that my breast implants are okay. Like, what a relief. The last thing you want is silicone leaking in the body, but just so you know, mine are smooth gel cohesive, which means when they slice, they don't actually leak out. They just like, they stick like a gummy bear. So anyway, really good news. I did my blood test. I'll have the results for that for the end of next week. But because I've been able to do all that, I'm back onto my steroid nasal spray. Thank goodness. I'm just like, you know what? Not being able to breathe throughout your nose because of allergies is a real pain. And at least now, like, because I've done these tests, including the fasted cortisol, I'm like, I can actually use my steroid nasal spray. So that's a beauty now. So anyway, stay tuned for the end. I'm seeing my GP on Monday, just so because like she needs to do a physical exam of my boobs as well. And yeah, I guess like I should see if I need to see a nasal specialist, but I don't think so. Look, see, it's like a clear airway. Compared to trying to like, you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm so happy. Hello. So, update is my immunologist said all my bloods were completely fine, my cortisol was fine, like everything, so that's good. Admittedly, guys, I haven't been feeling that tired ever since I did those tests. Like, honestly, I think like I fixed myself. This morning I woke up like with one of my headaches like in the jaw, and I honestly feel like it's because like the door I kept shut and I didn't like do my nose rhinocort thing at night. I feel like it's a sinus thing going on, but even though my pulse ox said that it's like okay, if that makes sense. Like I had like above 90% oxygen. So anyway, this afternoon, like soon in a couple of hours, I'm gonna go to my endocrinologist, which is my new endocrinologist, and I'll see the results of the other tests that I did. And then basically, like, yeah, if everything goes okay, then I don't know what was making me tired, guys. I guess it's just like life. The verdict. So I don't know if I told you, but I did my breast implant check and it was completely fine. And then I went and saw the immunologist. That was fine. Like everything I've done is fine. And so I saw the endocrinologist yesterday and all my bloods were fine. So the only thing he did say to me was that my progesterone was like double, almost double what it should be. Like, so I'm on my period now and I did the blood test last week. And my progesterone when I did it was 55 when it was meant to be 25. So that kind of like made no sense. My verdict was, considering that I'm no longer really like super lethargic in the mornings, I just figured that I was just like tired. And it's just something that sometimes some of us go through. But I do believe, last night I went to sleep and I forgot to put my watch back on to monitor my breathing, and it was really too cold to keep this open. But I do believe that this thing here, this Rhinocort like steroid spray, I do believe it has like helped me a bit. You know what I mean? Like, to be quite frank, I don't really want to go up inside my nose and do an operation and like clean that out. I just did 1, 2, 3, 4. That means if I do that, I can only do that once a day. But if I go 1, 2 in the day and then 1, 2 at night, to be honest, like I don't really want to be on steroids in my nose for the rest of my life. But at the same time, if you have a nose that's this small, look, I've got like a small nostrils. Look, you should see my mother's nose. My mother's nose is like a tiny little carrot, like literally a tiny little carrot. And my dad's nose is like a big, big honker. Oh my gosh. So all my results are okay, and I actually feel like 100% better, by the way, you guys. I'm actually in the conclusion that my like real lethargy was just due to like change in the seasons. Like it suddenly went from warm to like freezing, and also because of my nose. Like seriously, my nose, if you've had any of these issues going on with your nose, then please let me know in the comment section below, because I'm like, oh my gosh, do I need surgery to correct my nose? But I'm kind of like going okay with this steroid spray thing, you know. See, I'm doing 1 pump in the morning and 1 pump of the evening, and I seem to be going okay. Like when I'm monitoring my like results, I seem to be going okay. And I can't sleep with the window open like every single night. That is just so unpractical. I'm super happy also as well that my implants are okay, and my thorough recommendation to any of you who do have implants or considering getting implants. So what I found out too is that the textured implants have a higher risk of breast cancer and leakage and stuff than the smooth ones. And if you go under the muscle completely, obviously if you're one that moves your pecs a lot, then you have a higher chance of rupturing and stuff. But I have read reports by manufacturers, like couple of other manufacturers, and they said that most of the time the ones that rupture is because something's happened in the actual surgery when they're putting them in, and it makes it a higher chance of rupturing later on. Anyway, thank goodness mine are completely safe, and I will just get them checked every 12 months as per GP instructions. So if you really like this video and you have any suggestions for me, leave them in the comment section below. Give me a thumbs up, the subscribe and the bell notification. It really supports my channel. See you.